kidding. It's just one per subscriber. Just one. Oh my God.
Welcome to A Man's Perspective. Today, I am going to be having a conversation with someone whom I love dearly, someone who's grown with me, someone who I admire so much, because to be where she's at now and everything that she's had to overcome, I couldn't have done it. There's no way I could have done it. It takes a strength that is immeasurable. So, Erica, I love you, my cousin.
Thank you.
I hope to one day be as strong and as wise as you. That's my goal in life. That's my goal in life.
Just kidding. Okay. Excuse me.
But I wanted to talk to you today about relationships. Well, let's start with relationships. Yeah. With our varied past, I want to know your input on some things that I have questions on. Like, I've noticed with my really good-looking friends, like, chicks are okay with sharing them as long as they don't know. Like, do they lie to themselves? How do they overcome that? How do they,
I don't know, because I never did that. I'm very jealous, so what's mine is mine. I don't share. But I think, like, women know that they're. Do you think they really know about each other?
Dude, I have a friend. This dude is handsome. Even I catch myself staring at him. I'm just like, oh damn. But his wife, I think they're married. I don't know, but they have kids. She said, because to say he's handsome is an understatement. We've been out on the streets and chicks will push me just to talk to him, just to touch his shoulders and everything. And so his wife told him, you can't, one day a week is your day. You go out, do whatever you're going to do. I'm not going to call you. I'm not going to check up on you. Whatever you're going to do that day, that's your day. You want to go hang with your friends, you want to go do whatever, that's your day, but don't bring it home.
His hall pass.
Yeah, don't bring it home. Don't bring home any kids. Don't bring home any CDs. Don't bring nothing home. I don't want to see no phone calls. I don't want to see nothing. This day, that's your day. You do what you got to do.
I think that's lack of love for herself. I mean,
think so?
Yes, that's insecurity. Okay, sometimes women love men so much that they're afraid to lose him, so they'll allow things. Women will allow a man to do things just so that he doesn't leave. Like, I remember when I was with my kid's dad. So he had, I'm gonna open up the past here. So when I first met him, he was in a relationship. He had already 2 kids. I didn't find out until I was already like 2 months pregnant when that he had a family. Yeah. And she was the kind that she would allow him to do anything. Like, he had cheated on her multiple times. When I found out that he had a family, I ended it with him. Yeah. And then there was going back and forth. When I said it's over, it was over. I wouldn't mess around with him. I wouldn't flirt with nothing. When I said it was over, it was done. Yeah. He left her. He came back to me, and he tried pulling that on me. Like, oh, if you start, I'm gonna leave. Type of kind of like threatening me. And she was the kind of like, okay, I'll just stay quiet. I'll eat up all the crap that you do just so that you won't leave. I'll just stay quiet. He told me that. I'm like, what did you say?
Get the fuck out.
I'm going to get your shit, get the F out of this house, because as long as you're with me, you're going to hear what I got to say. Yeah. You're not going to shut me up and drive me crazy like you did her.
But do you think there are some, because I see guys doing this too. Guys will accept a lot of nonsense from really super attractive women. And I see the same thing with girls. They'll accept a lot of nonsense with really super attractive guys. And especially tall guys. Tall guys, I have a friend who's 6'4", and this guy is ugly as sin, man. He is ugly. But his wife, holy smokes, man. She's
kind of like me, man. Just kidding. Just
kidding. She's the most beautiful chick man. Yeah. And I tell him, like, dude, what is, and she's a doctor. She adores him. She adores him.
But he allows her to do things?
No. But I'm just saying, like, there are things about, like, women love tall guys. I don't know what it is about. Women just will die for tall guys. And like guys, we die for fucking chicks. With chicks with, certain big body parts. Mm-hmm. So do you think that people are so attractive, so valuable to that person that they'll just let go of a lot of nonsense, or just accept a lot of nonsense, I should say?
Maybe they're looking at the outer beauty instead of the inner beauty.
Yeah, that's a woman thing to say.
No, but it's true though. Because
Yeah, for women, not for men. Men fall in love with what we see. Women fall in love with what they hear.
Because we know eventually that's not going to work. So we're stuck with what doesn't work. So we better think right, better think twice of what we're going to be stuck with.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I really can't say. I've never been like that. I've never been like I'm going to allow, just because you're good looking, I'm going to allow things, you to treat me a certain way, or I've never been like that. So I really can't relate, because if, I mean.
Okay, I'm not asking so much for you, but like in the friends that you have, we have a shit ton of cousins, what have you seen that they'll allow certain behaviors or accept certain behaviors from people that are exceptionally attractive or exceptionally powerful?
Okay, one person comes to mind, and that person's afraid to be alone. That person doesn't want to be alone.
So you think it always falls on an inadequacy on the girl?
It's something within a man or a woman. I think it's something within them,
or within the individual.
That's lacking, that they allow someone to mistreat you. To me, it's like, how can you allow somebody to continuously hurt you, and your feelings not change for them? I don't understand that. Because if somebody's hurting me, my feelings are going to change for them. Or if somebody does, I can't relate. I've always been kind of different from most women, because I won't. I've never like, oh, I love you, I can't be without. I've never been like that. If he hurts me, in his face, I will never cry. When he walks out the door, I'm in tears, bawling. But that's me and myself in my own time. But in front of him, I won't show him that tear. I won't let him know that he's got to me that way. Because when you show someone that you love them like that, they take that for granted. And then men and women, when you show someone how much you love them, they take it for granted, and then they use it against you. And they'll, oh, she loves me, so I'm going to go ahead and do whatever I want to this person. I'm going to treat her like crap, and she's still going to be there because she loves me. And they take that for granted. And that goes for women too. Men man will treat a woman like crap, or a woman will treat a man like crap, and they allow it because I know he loves me, he's not going to leave me. I can do whatever I want.
I tend to think it's more biology. I think that there are, because this is what I've seen. I've seen people accept like horrible stuff from people when they're, like it or not, there are like levels. There's dudes that are like 2s and 3s, and there's dudes that are 10s, right? And I've seen, for men and women, if a dude gets a chick that's a 10, like, man, this chick walks and does all kinds of dirty stuff to him. And the same thing, if the chick
that's what I'm saying. It's like what's inside, because there's fine guys, but I don't like them for who they are. I'm not attracted to it. A guy can be hot. I can look at him and say, oh, he's good looking, but I'm not pining over him, and I don't want to be with him, and I don't think, oh my, I want to be with that guy. I don't think like that, because usually guys that are like that, somebody who can get something easily, they don't appreciate it. If somebody can get a woman like very easy, and a woman too, if they can get men easy, they're not going to appreciate what they have when they have something good. Yeah. So I've never wasted my time with somebody who's like fine. Not that I haven't been hit on by somebody that's fine, because I have, but I won't give them the time of day, because they're not going to appreciate, and they're not going to take care of me, or like, because I think I'm a good woman.
You are the best of women.
I knew it.
You're the best of women.
I needed confirmation.
You are the best of women.
And so, he's not going to appreciate me. He's not going to, and he's not going to appreciate what I can bring to the table, because I can bring a lot. Yeah. I'm very independent. I have a lot of good qualities. I'm not hot, I'm fine, but inside
You're beautiful, cuz.
Inside I'm like good qualities. I'm fine. I'm a 10. But he's not going to appreciate that, because he's looking at the outer 10 instead of the inner 10. That's why I see it.
Yeah. I still think it's biology. I think it's men, we're attracted to fertility markers. Women are attracted to security markers.
Yeah, but what happens when okay, that's why you hear about these men with these women when they start getting older and their body parts gravity takes over, and they leave their wives and they start looking for younger things.
Yeah, but we don't see that. That's not the reality. That's a narrative. Because when we look at divorce records, we see over 50% of marriages are end in divorce.
You gotta come in my world, because my world is a reality.
Yeah, and of those 56% of marriages that end in divorce, 70% of them are initiated by the woman. And
Really?
if she's college educated, 90% of those divorces are initiated by the woman. So men, all the stats show that men are not leaving. It's the women that are leaving. And I had a conversation with someone who left because she wasn't happy, and I asked, does he beat you? No. Did he pay all the bills? Yeah. Did he throw you leave outside? No. Did he live in a house or in the streets? And everything was like what I thought was peachy, but because he didn't acknowledge her the way she wanted to be acknowledged, she thought it was abuse. So women are the ones that are doing the leaving, not the men. That's a narrative that women tell each other, but it's not true. And because we can see the divorce records, and we can even see why they're leaving, because you have to write what irreconcilable differences, and then
Where'd you see
your
this
reasons. It's public record.
I want to see it.
I'll take you to the Superior Court
it.
divorce records. Yeah, and you can see that women are the ones that are leaving the guys.
And how long have they been together? What's usually the amount of years that they've been
Oh, that
together?
I didn't check. I just checked overall stats, like who's of the divorces that are initiated, who initiates most of them, and it's women. Overwhelmingly, it's women. So that's a narrative that
See, a lot of times, and this is what I've seen in my circle of people that I know throughout life, when people that have been around me, people who have been together since they were young, like they outgrow each other and they become different as they get older. Like I even tell my kids, like who you are now at this age, 20, 23, whatever, the age that you get married usually, that's not who you're going to be in 20 years. So they grow apart and they grow different. And what she was looking for at 20 or 25 is not what she's looking for at 40, 45. So they're still they're expecting, they don't know who they really are until you mature. That's why I tell them, like, don't get married young. Don't get married young. Like,
okay, but look at like that lady I was talking to the other day. She left this, what I told her, it's perspective. Like you saw it as bad, but she left a husband that the only thing he didn't do was talk to her in a loving way. That's the only thing she could tell me.
define loving way. What does she mean by that?
Like I don't know. That's what she said. Those are her words. So because he didn't acknowledge her, and he didn't talk to her in a loving way. Maybe he didn't go like, "Hey, baby, the romantic talk that women like."
Because there was something missing. There was something.
Obviously, he didn't talk to her in a romantic way. He didn't acknowledge her. He didn't come home and worship the ground she walked on as he got home from a 16,
Is that how you're seeing it, or?
That's how I'm interpreting it because of what she told me. Because I asked, did he beat you? Did he starve you? Did you have new clothes? Did you have new cars? Did you live in a house or in a trailer somewhere? Everything was like flawless. Like she lived in a house. She had the new car. It wasn't a Mercedes, but it was a new whatever. All she did not get from him was acknowledgement. And these are her words, acknowledgement. And he didn't talk to me in a loving way. And I said, well, did he put you down? No. Did he degrade you verbally? No. He just didn't talk to me. So,
well, you could say something and like, is the food ready, or is the food ready?
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you say it. So it could
Exactly.
be, how she interpreted it.
Okay, but let me finish. So we had this whole conversation about that, and I told her, okay, well, to me, my interpretation of your situation was that you had the wrong perception. You saw things in a negative light instead of saying to yourself, man, this guy provides for me. My kids are secure. I'm secure. I have clothing. I have food. I have shelter. I have protection. You didn't see all the good stuff, and you only considered yourself. You were egotistical.
But most people always focus on the bad. You could have it good, but for some reason we focus on the negative.
Yeah.
And that's just human nature.
And so, like, I asked this girl, okay, and her biggest complaint, because she divorced him like 15 years ago, whatever, and so now her biggest complaint was she can't find a guy to want a relationship with her. She has all these guys that are pumping and dumping, but she can't find a relationship. And so I asked her, okay, so are you happy? You left because you weren't happy. Are you happy now like this? And she started crying.
Maybe it's something lacking in her. Maybe it's something that she needs to work in with, and maybe she doesn't even realize that she's going through that, and she needs help, some way, therapy. I don't know.
Well, we all need help. We're all messed up. We're all jacked up. But the thing is that, to me, I think we still need to look at reality for what reality is, and not how I think reality should be. Not like, no, he's not. Like I'm exaggerating to kind of prove a point. But, he's not worshiping the ground I walk on, Okay, that's not reality, because no one's going to worship the ground you walk on. Nobody.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm asking, like, what define Not
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't ask for it.
Like, what does she mean by that?
Yeah, I didn't.
Because
What I
your
asked,
interpretation cannot be my interpretation. My interpretation can be like, "Where's dinner?" Instead of, "Hey, babe, where's dinner?" You know, it is how you say it. It could be something as simple as, "Where is the food ready?" Or "Is the food ready?" Maybe that's what she meant by loving.
yeah, probably something like that. But to me, that doesn't warrant a divorce. That doesn't warrant you leaving this dude just because he didn't say.
They were married how long?
Oh, I should have asked, but I don't know. But
When you have somebody constantly like, "Where's the food? Are my clothes washed? Is the floor mopped? Is the floor swept?" Like when you have somebody always talking to you that way, I could see how somebody could get sick of it. And like, stop talking to me that way, man. Like you don't gotta talk to me that way.
I can see that, but now look at what's the life. Fast forward all these years, however many years it was, and she's not happy. She's getting pumped and dumped, and she's not living the way that she's not definitely not living in a house. I don't know.
Well, she's probably giving it up too fast, to be honest.
Hey, I'm grateful for
if she's
that.
letting somebody pump and dump, and she's got to stop letting people pump.
That's the modern woman for you, man. God bless
see, that's
him.
the problem. You know, I used to listen to Tom Likas. Do you remember that back in the days? Back in the days.
Yeah,
and he used to always say, like, "Why am I gonna pay for the milk when I could get the cow for free?" You know, he used to always say that in his radio show. And yeah, like, come on. Come on.
Yeah, but that's the modern woman now. The modern woman, they act like guys. They act like sex is okay. Because even that same girl that told me, she's like, well, I'm just trying to find myself and experience all these guys. Like, sex is sex. I mean, you're either gonna have good sex or bad sex.
Well, no, a girl who was well, in my experience.
Okay. Sex is not just sex.
Maybe she's trying to I don't know. Maybe she's trying to convince a guy that she's the one with sex. Maybe
because that's what women do.
Yeah,
they try to use their bodies to convince guys. Yeah.
And that's not. I mean, that dies.
Yeah,
that dies quick. Make him like you for who you are, and then show him what else he can do. Edit that out.
Yeah, that's got to go out.
You had to be here earlier conversation to understand that one.
But yeah, chicks nowadays they're hyper masculine now. They're hyper aggressive. They're just like dudes. They're just like dudes, and it's benefiting dudes. I tell people that feminism has been taken over by men. Because what do men want? Men want easy access to sex with no cost and no time, very little time being initiated for it. And what are women doing? They're bringing it to the dudes.
They're letting it happen.
Yeah. This whole Netflix and chill thing, that's just code for sex. And before that was hang out,
I used Netflix and chill one time. And they're like, "Really?" I'm like, "No, we're really gonna just chill and watch TV. What are you talking about?" You're tripping.
I got the condoms.
What? I don't use those.
Raw dog, motherfucker.
I'm just kidding.
We don't do that. We're a good Christian house here. All right. We don't, no sex before marriage.
It's so hot. Is that air conditioner on?
Yeah,
we had a whole laugh fest before you guys got here, so we're just still clearing our throats.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's funny. It's warm.
It is kind of warm now.
Yeah.
And it's right there, and it's on full blast. I have it on full blast. I kind of feel it. You don't feel it?
No.
It's all these lights.
All these lights. That's funny. But yeah, women I do agree. There are more masculine, but that's also too because a lot of men, like, they've had to become that way. Well, okay.
They've had to become that way
depends
because they want to divorce guys.
Genre of women you're looking at. Like if you're looking at like the young single women, or if you're looking at the single moms. Because me as a single mom, I was a single mom for many, many years. I had to become that way because I was a single mom and I had to take care of things, so I'm very, like I said, I was very dependent. I work hard. I'm always trying to find side hustles. Like right now I'm doing the online marketing or whatever, aside from my regular job. So I'm always trying to find other ways to make it work, So I've had to become like independent and take care of the family, that masculine role, because there hasn't been really a role until recently that I've only been married a couple of years. There hasn't been a male role to fill that spot in my life.
Oh, that's a good question I want to talk to you about. Once you're done with this, I have a question.
So, I mean, but if you get there's also the single young girls that want to be masculine because they want to be cool with the guys. You know, they're like, hey, yo, we're homie, whatever. Themselves. Yeah. You know, and I mean, a woman has to always give her place no matter how much. I mean, I've had tons of male friends. You know, I get along better with males because I like to shoot the breeze and I'm very, you know, but just because we're friends doesn't mean we're going to sleep together. You know, just because we're friends, I'm not going to do that. I had a friend that we were friends for years until he got a girlfriend and then we stopped talking, but we and him never had, you know, relations that way. But we were just friends and I don't know. You know?
Okay, so I wanted to ask you this because this is I've noticed this because I use the online dating apps, right? And so, yeah, I get at least every day, at least 2 to 3 matches, but these chicks are all in their 50s. They're all 48 plus, 47 plus. I mean, a majority in their 50s, and so many chicks are single now, older, upper in age. Not older, just upper in age. So many chicks upper in age are
mature.
So single. Better. So many mature women are single and they're by themselves. And I remember Nana Weta talking to me one time about how loneliness is a horrible thing, how she feels lonely and she wanted me to hook her up with my buddy's dad and all that.
Really?
Yo, I didn't tell you?
No.
Oh, Nana Weta was a freak, dude. Yeah. Nana Weta was a freak.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, Nana Weta was off camera now. We're
my grandma was a
issues.
saint.
She was right. Virgin Mary, Nana Weta.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, man, Nana Weta was
Really?
At one of the birthday parties, my friend took his dad, and Nana Weta pulled me aside. Mijo, ¿quién es ese hombre? I'm like, oh, Nana, who? Ese ahí. And my friend's dad was like 70-something, I guess. And like, ooh, Nana, look at you. And she had that.
Nana was a very beautiful woman.
Oh, she was.
Yeah,
she was
very
banging.
beautiful.
Yeah, Nana was banging.
Mm-hmm.
And
look at my daughter's laughing. We speak truth here.
hey, my grandmother was a shit.
Yeah,
boy.
she was beautiful. Green eyes. Ah, she was beautiful.
Yeah, light skin, light hair. Yeah, she was. I don't know what it was, something else. And she even had a body too. I saw a picture of her when she was like in her 20s. Man, I don't know what it was. Whew. If she's here now, if she was in her 20s now, oh dude, she'd be on the cover of a magazine or something. Yeah, Nana Weta was something else. But anyway, Nana Weta talked to me about introducing her.
Just kidding.
No, she'd be on Hustler magazine. I'm sorry, what's the big one? Playboy magazine.
Playboy.
She'd be on Playboy magazine.
Just kidding.
And Nana Weta wouldn't do that. Respect. But yeah.
You see these 50-year-old mature women?
Yeah, so I see a lot of older women that are by themselves trying to find love again. And you read their profile and they want that connection. They want the respect, the trust, the admiration, all this stuff. It's, to me, based on what I'm seeing and the people around me that are mature and what my experience is online, it's hard when you're older. It's so difficult to get remarried or find a relationship again. And I see your relationship with your husband, and like, you guys are so cute together. You guys are so like...
He's younger than me.
Is that what it
First
is?
of all, he's younger than me. He's 8 years younger than me. But you know what?
What advice can we talk to mature people? Like how did you... Right now,
you got to get off of those apps. Like, for real, women, those apps are just to hook up. I've been on all of them. Well, back when I was single, I was back then. I think it was like Scout. It was POF. It was
I remember that one.
What was the other one with the hearts? I don't know. It was like there was quite a few.
1,000 of them.
Yeah, there was quite a few, and that's kind of when it was like
coming out.
Still kind of new, you know. And all the guys on there, all of them, man, they're all just wanted one thing. Like, they're so quick. Oh, come on, we're all adults. Like, right? Like, it's like if Sex was expected on
Did
the
it work?
first date. No,
Oh, I
no,
wanna try that one.
that scared me off. Actually, really, I don't like
Oh,
that. I don't like people like when a man comes off too aggressively. It scares me.
Yeah.
Like I have this. I don't know. Like I don't want to ever get raped. That's scary, you know. So I've always thought. I even tell my little cousins, like, don't put yourself in positions where something can happen to you.
Yeah.
Don't go meet guys in a hotel. Don't get in a car with someone. You know, always
Don't Netflix and chill.
Yeah, because you never know. It's scary. That's just like this. You got to be careful. You know, and maybe it's because of my past. You know, what I went through as a kid, or whatever. But I've always been that way. So no, that scares me. So I mean, but these guys on there, they're so straightforward because that's usually what they're there for. I mean, there are some that do work. There are a few, but I've never really personally met somebody where they met online and they're like actually like successful, happy marriage where they can like, oh, this relationship is working, and we met online. Like I don't know.
I've met
anybody.
a couple, but a majority, yeah.
Like I've never really met anybody like that. So they want to find something real. They got to get off of the internet. You know?
But how? If finding, I think you have the best odds when you can expose yourself the most. And if you're just going to church or going to your market to find guys, and there's only 20 dudes there, like where else are you supposed to go? Like. Online, at least you get exposure to a bunch of dudes.
You know, I didn't like that. I felt like I was catalog shopping through Sears catalog, going through these guys. Oh, this guy. I don't know. I didn't like that. I didn't like that. It's because it is. It's like you're going through a catalog, you know, and it kind of just felt weird to me. I didn't like that. It was very unnatural. And then every single guy that I would match with, I mean, one guy even told me off. I had never even met him, and I didn't want to because he was like. Because they're very straightforward, you know, and right away, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna. He's like, oh, you F. He started telling me off.
Holy
yeah, and I was like, okay, I don't think this is for me.
Yeah.
And like I said, it scared me, and I got off of those, you know.
Okay, so one bit of advice you would give to these mature people, men and women, is get off social media. Get off.
No, get off social media. Get off those dating apps.
Dating apps, okay.
You know, and I mean, and it was hard for me. With my husband, I got lucky, I guess, because
I saw the changes that you made.
I
saw the changes that you made. Because I wanted you to say this, but I'll tell you what I noticed.
Because I don't see what I've done, because it was just me doing it.
Yeah, but I saw the changes. One was you lost weight. You started exercising. You lost weight, and I saw you become more feminine. Like you were very like rough and tough. You've always been that way. Remember, we were little kids and we're boxing each other.
Tomboy. I was always tomboy.
You were always rough and tough. And I saw you become more feminine. I saw you in your speech and your demeanor.
It was after I left the kid's dad.
Yeah,
because he brought out, he was such a ugly person that he brought out the ugly in me. That with him, and I was always just so focused on my kids because, you know, I got them taken away and I was just trying to get them back. And after I got them back, I was just so focused on them that I neglected me. And it wasn't until I left him and my kids were older, they were old enough to kind of, okay, they can feed themselves cereal. They were kind of they were already junior high school and high school. She had already graduated high school, I think. Oh, no, you were still in high school. No, you were still in high school. Where I kind of started like, okay, like focusing more on myself and making...
So I saw the changes. And
searching for the better version of me.
So just become the better version of you?
Well, because okay.
But what is that? What is the better version of you?
So when I left the kid's dad, I had such a bad relationship with him where I was, sorry, get this way. There. No, okay.
Yeah, just grab it. Just grab it.
I had such a bad relationship with him. Like I said, he brought out the ugly in me that I was I have a big mouth.
Yeah.
I had a big mouth.
Yeah. You told me.
Oh my gosh. Woo. That AC, I don't know. I had a big mouth. Like you told me something and I wouldn't shut up. I had to like, F you, you know, and I was like that. When I left him,
you're very combative, yeah.
Yeah, like I wouldn't tolerate anything. Like I was just, because he was an alcoholic. He was the kind of person that he would drink and he would start talking crap to me. He would put me down. He would call me names. He would say all this crap, and I don't shut up, you know. And That's one of the reasons when I was with him, one of the reasons why I stopped drinking, because if I was drunk and he was drunk, it was all bad. Because we would go at it, and I wouldn't. There was one time where we got into a physical confrontation, and I don't shut up and I won't back down. You know, so it got ugly. So when I left him, I had all that ugly baggage with me, and I had started seeing a guy after I left him. I started seeing this guy, and I was with him for about 8 months, and I was mad at him for some reason. I can't remember why now, but I was outside and I was sitting on my steps and I was drinking. And then I came back upstairs to go to the bathroom, because when you drink, you got to go to the bathroom. And he's like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "Don't effing worry about it." I had that same baggage in me. I had the ugly. I still was that ugly person. So that's when I decided, like, you know what? I don't want to be that person anymore. So I started, I broke up with him. He broke my heart. Yeah. You know, things ended for other reasons. You know, I met him online. He was still on the online, and I wasn't gonna do that. I have kids to take care of. I had, you know, and then he was getting high. My life wasn't about getting high anymore. I had been there, done that. That's the past. My focus was my kids, getting my life together. You know, I left a 3-bedroom house, left the kids, and I went and moved into a 1-bedroom apartment, just so I could be by myself with my kids. And I struggled a lot, you know, trying to even just feed them. Yeah. You know, groceries, because kid's dad, he would not help me for nothing. Only one time since I left him, he gave me $100. That's it. He's never given me a dime. So he would tell me, like, he's like, "Oh, you're struggling because you want to. All you got to do is come back to me, and I'll give you money." I'm like, "I'm not going back to you." Yeah. You know, but because he wasn't. Anyways,
he's a winner,
right? That's being nice.
Yeah, I know.
Not even that.
We're being sarcastic.
So I didn't want to be that person anymore. So I knew I had to be by myself and let God heal me, you know, and change me. And that's kind of when I wasn't really dating for a while. I just kind of just stood by myself and healed, because that relationship was toxic. It was very toxic, and I didn't want to bring that old baggage to something new. Yeah. So that's when I kind of started just spending time with me. And going to church, started taking the kids to church, started kind of growing my life spiritually, and just letting God work in me. And I stood single before I got married, like 9 years. Wow,
was that long, guys?
Yeah, it was a long time.
Damn.
And then the last 2 years before I met my husband, completely, I cut off all male friends. My one best friend that I had, he found a girl, so I stopped talking to him. Any other male around me that had like interest, cut them off completely.
Oh, see, so that's another thing that you did.
Cut them off.
Because guys, and this is how guys see things. When we see chicks with a bunch of male dudes, instantly we think, "Oh, she's banging 2 of them." There's 2 or 3 that she's hooking up with on those lonely nights when she needs company.
Little did they know.
Yeah, I know, but that's because most of the time, and I'm generalizing, most of the time that's the way it is. You know, chicks that have a lot of male dudes, they're hooking up with one of them. One of them is the go-to guy when she's lonely. I see that in all my friend groups. I see, "Oh, I gotta go with so and so." Like, it's just your buddy.
They were the guys that I dated and messed around with, and then there was the guy. My bad. My daughters are here, but okay. Let's be honest. There were the guys that I dated and messed around with, and then there were my friends. Yeah. So the ones that
you just fucking confirm what I said.
The ones that I messed around with that had interest in me, we were dating. It was mutual, you know. But they weren't. They weren't where I was. You know, we had different. I don't know. I had the thing for younger men for some reason. You know, my daughters over there going like this.
Just hitting her head.
She's like, "Why did I come here?"
I don't want to know this bullshit.
Yeah, but the last 2 years, but it was mostly not because I was trying to look for somebody, because I wasn't, but I just wanted to give myself to God completely. Yeah. And that's when I really, really dove into my faith. And I really started to you know, do everything that the church women do. You know, go to church every Sunday, tithing, the whole thing, the whole 9 yards. I was serving, I was all that. Yeah. And it just so happens that I met my husband at church because he was in the worship team. And what I liked about him is that he made me laugh. Because I like to laugh. I'm always joking. I like jokes. Yeah. And he was a little jokester. He used to make some funny jokes.
Okay, so going back to my question. I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off. But I want to just, because I'm going to forget. In 2 minutes, I'm going to forget. So.
That's called maturity.
I'm going to forget. So, and this is the things that I've noticed, but the things that you just said. So lose weight, change your attitude, become softer, become more feminine. Don't be so combative. Cut out all the guys in your life. Cut out your dating apps, and focus on doing good for others. It's what it sounds like. That these are the things that you went through before you met Hannibal. What do you think?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
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 Yeah. So
I guess.
Okay.
And that was done not because with intention.
Yeah.
It's just what I just, as life went on, time went on, what I was seeing in my surroundings, how things were around my environment. I mean, I would just.
So, because I believe that everything, whether it's dating, whether it's finance, whether it's work, whether it's building a car, everything, there's a technique, there's a tactic to getting what you want. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people just want to be like, oh, it'll come. I just have to sit here and it'll come. And no, I believe that you have to make those changes. You have to do the work, go through the process to get what you want. Like everyone thinks that, not everyone, I shouldn't use absolute words, but a lot of people take life like a lottery. Like they're waiting to win the lottery, and that's their whole life. They're going to get the house by winning the lottery. They're going to get the car by waiting, and it's going to happen like a lottery. They're just waiting for all these good things to happen, all these great things to happen, without actually doing the work, without actually going out there and making the changes to yourself, to your body, to your mentality, to your people around you, to your devotion, to your ability to serve others. Yeah, people don't want to do that.
One of the things, like, you have to do it for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, women will, I'm going to do this for this guy. I'm going to do it for this guy to get his attention. That's the wrong reason. You got to do it for you. Yeah. Because you want to love yourself more. Because you recognize your shortcomings. Because we all have shortcomings.
Yeah, we're all
I
flawed.
recognize my shortcomings. I had a big mouth. I had a bad temper. And I didn't want to be that way anymore.
Yeah.
And I was very combative. I didn't want to be that way anymore. So I started trying to make changes, and not so much me make, because I'm a faith, and I believe that God changed me, because the closer I got to God, the more I studied His Word, the more I learned what He was about. I started trying to be more like Him, because I'm not even close to being like Him. But he's been stripping away those things from me. Yeah. But I mean, I did it for me, because I was seeking for my own, gratification, not for anybody else, not to please anybody else.
Yeah.
So I think when you're on those dating apps, you're kind of looking for a temporary fix. When you should,
that's a good point. Yeah.
You should fix yourself, and then you attract what you are, what you become.
Yeah, but what do I do? Because I'm perfect. So.
Okay, we all got to recognize our own shortcomings, okay? We got to be honest with ourselves.
You're not going to get paid this week.
I mean, yes, you're perfect.
I don't get paid, so I'll tell you the truth.
Well, I pay them, so they better lie to me.
You're perfect. Everybody should worship around you all.
Exactly.
Brown nosers.
Exactly. Exactly. See,
I'm not saying nothing. I'm getting my money.
That's wisdom right there. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. No, I say that jokingly. I'm just trying to add humor to the conversation. But yeah.
I think you're looking for maybe you're looking for what's missing in you and somebody else. I was looking for somebody else to tell me I was beautiful. When I was feeling not beautiful, I was feeling overweight. I was looking for somebody else to make me feel good instead of me feeling good for myself.
Yeah. That is a big problem that I do see.
And started with the losing weight, with the changing the bad in me that I didn't like of me. Mm-hmm. I became more confident, and I became more like just the kind of woman I want to be. And I'm still far from who I want to be. I want to be like, have all kinds of energy to get everything done that I got to do. Right now, that's my thing. Like, I want to have more energy, God. That's my prayer. Yeah. I want more energy to get everything done that I have to do. Because I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to work, and then I come home and I still want to have the energy, to get things, like I told you, I'm doing the online marketing. I want to do, have the energy to get home and still but I'm not 30 years old anymore. I'm 47. So I don't have that energy anymore. So that's my prayer right now. That's what I want to work on, trying to get more energy. Started taking vitamins, started taking greens, started taking, trying to find ways to eat
broccoli.
Trying to find ways to improve my stamina.
Yeah.
I guess I could start walking.
I could exercise, but
I guess
the gym. What
is that? Sweat. I'm sweaty just sitting under these lights. So that's how I feel about online dating. I'm not a fan of it. I like the old school. I like the old school romantic stories. Like, hey, can I have your number? I can't.
Those days are gone.
I know they are. They really are.
Those days
Let me
are
can I get your
gone.
Insta?
And that for me, I'm not saying because that's my
So
experience.
if you see
but
a
I'm
beautiful
just,
woman in the street, or you're attracted to a woman, or you like catch eye with somebody, you're flirting with them, you're not gonna stop and ask her for her number.
it depends. If I'm on duty, hell no. I know 3 guys that got fired because they.
Well, yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
if I'm on duty, hell no. Because I'm not gonna lose my job over a chick.
No, well, of course,
And
but
then
I'm not. I wasn't even
If I'm
thinking about
off duty, I'm just saying as an example. Like if it depends where I'm at, depends what's going
Go to
on.
Starbucks.
Yeah, if I'm like this and I see a girl and if I don't get an overt sign that she's interested in me, and men are horrible at reading women. We're horrible at it. A chick basically has to come with and tell me, I like you and touch me and I want to know you. And I'm
No, see,
exaggerating.
but-
I'm exaggerating, but that's how. If a woman wants a man to recognize that she's interested in him,
Make America great again and go ask the girl for her number.
Yeah,
I
but-
like that chivalry. I like that old school. I like that old
yeah,
school
I think
stuff.
that builds the best relationships.
Yeah.
I think that builds more long-term relationships. But the thing is that now things are so scary. Like
You don't
can
know
get
who's toxic or not.
You can get arrested. Look at my divorce. So she tried to get me arrested. You know, it's like it's so scary now because women have all the power now. I know people don't like women don't hear that, but women have all the power now. They can falsely accuse dudes and dudes get arrested. They can falsely accuse dudes and dudes lose their jobs. They can falsely accuse dudes and dudes get sued. Women have all the power now. The pendulum is all over here now. And I know the narrative right now is like, oh, the wage gap, and even though that's been proven false a million times, I still hear it online. The wage gap, the patriarchy. I said, there's no damn patriarchy. There's no. I mean, there is in the sense that the president is a male. I guess that could be the patriarchy. But as far as like who's in control, who's in power, nah, it's the women. Because women are the largest voting bloc in the United States. And all politicians say they have to cater to women's issues or they won't get the female vote. And if you don't get the female vote, you're not going to win the election. Because women are the largest voting bloc in the United States. So you have to cater to what they want or you're not going to win any election. So women have all the power. And look at Google. Google did their own study, their 6-month-long study. Because they wanted to stamp out wage gap and all this stuff. And what did they find out? They found out that women get paid 4.5% more than men for the same job, the same education, the same.
Not at my company.
That's it. Yeah,
You got to read the statistics. Let me tell my boss here.
But I'm just saying, like in the biggest companies, and two, we know now too because of the what's that? What's the department that gets all that? Dude, you need to show
Labor
up for
Commission?
Yeah, labor. Dude, you need to show up for that.
Labor board.
Women. 25 to 45 on average, when you consider this job and the education stuff, it's what Google found.
But you don't think it's because more women are going to school and getting educated?
Yeah, absolutely. They get to go to school and get educated. So they're making more money. But what do you hear online? What do people hear talking about? Oh, the wage gap. Women get 70 cents of the dollar. No, they don't.
I don't really think that's true anymore.
No, that's far from true.
I don't think that's true anymore. I think I don't want to say we're equal, but I think we're up there. You know, we're women have really rose up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
When you look at like total overall earnings from men aggregately and women aggregately, men get paid more money, but only because men do more dangerous jobs, men work more hours, men are less likely to take time off when they're sick. There's all these reasons why when you look at it aggregately as a whole, but when you look at individual hourly rates, the women get paid more by the hour than men do. So, yeah. So that's all a narrative. That's all narrative stuff. Women have all the power now. So going back to your question, if I see a hot chick, unless I get an overt sign like, hey, dude, me, you, and it has to be really down to the Neanderthal level because, you know, I'm not a sharp guy at all. You know,
so if that's gone, that flirting, you know, that you see a girl on the street and you flirt, like that's gone, then how else are you supposed to date now?
So online dating apps, the bane of society, dating apps. Because at least with a dating app, I know there's an attraction because she had to match with me. I can't just randomly.
Well, no,
go to
you know, there's
chicks.
things in common.
Yeah.
But not necessarily an attraction because you don't even know what the. There's catfish.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I know. I know. 3 dates in a row, man. It's like.
And you still called her again?
Yeah. I said,
Didn't
there was
you
a
learn?
chance. There was that chance that it wasn't a dude. Even though he had a big
No
old Adam's apple.
comment. I'm just going to shut up right there. If we weren't online, I would tell you something, but.
I'm just being funny.
Are you?
Sometimes. Not on Sunday.
Oh, God.
Because the
turn
Lord
off that app on
forgives. The
Sunday.
Lord forgives. But yeah, it's like the flirting has been taken over by fear. Only the highest caliber men now. Only the really super attractive dudes, the super tall guys, because women are overt. Like I told you, my buddy I catch myself staring at too much. Chicks have, yeah, I do.
Andy, I think that's a different topic. We should get into that.
No, he's just so
How does
handsome.
that make you feel?
I feel all giddy. I don't know why. I got like soccer balls in my tummy. I'm joking.
Never mind. I was gonna make a joke, very inappropriate. I'll just be quiet.
But girls will push past me just to talk to this dude, you know? Just like.
But how's his personality?
Oh, he's an amazing man. He's
not arrogant.
No, he's so handsome.
He's humble.
He's so humble. He's
Oh.
yeah.
It's his number.
Yeah.
Just
Believe
kidding.
me.
Babe. Just kidding.
There's times at night I'm like, no, I'm not gonna call him.
Redial.
I'm not gonna call him. No. Yeah, he's such an amazing dude. Man.
That's funny.
Yeah, he's handsome. He's buff. He's shaped. You know.
No, I want to see a picture. Let's see.
No,
I want to see what your taste is.
Because I tell him, dude, I can't ever introduce you to any of my chicks. they're gonna fall in love with him.
Oh my gosh.
So whenever we go to like a department function, I tell the girls, you got to wear a blindfold. You're not gonna see him.
Because usually men that are good looking like that, they're arrogant.
Yeah. I
know,
do
they're
see
like-
that too, but
I hate that. Like, why you have to ruin it by talking?
no, if you were to meet this guy,
Yeah? Oh, that's cool.
He's such an amazing man. Just he's so kind, he's so humble, and you know, just man, that's probably one of the reasons why. Because he's handsome too, but I'm like, because I ask myself, dude, how the hell? Why are some people so damn lucky? Like, you know, some dudes,
they get all the
they win
perks.
everything. You know? This guy got everything. He's attractive. He's humble. He's intelligent. Like, how come he got everything and I got this? Like, what the
Well,
fuck?
nobody's perfect, so he has his downfalls
Yeah, I
too.
tell myself, yeah, he's got a little, you know.
There you go.
That's what I say. That's a lie I tell myself, but I bet
Look
you,
at his feet.
I bet you he's packing too, you know. With my luck, I bet you he's packing.
That's such a myth. That's such a myth, the feet thing. That's a lie.
Yeah. But yeah,
That's
I do look at it and I'm like, dude, some guys are just so blessed, man. You know.
No, he's not perfect, so there's something.
Oh yeah,
There's
he's not
something,
perfect.
yeah.
But I just don't know what that because I don't live with him. So
Yeah.
I only see him at work. So
And you behind closed doors, people become different people.
yeah, I know.
You know, so you never know.
Yeah, I know, but.
It's funny.
But yeah, so I think that in the street meeting people only works for really attractive people. It doesn't.
You think so?
Because I don't want to say the wrong thing and have some chick, you know, say, "Oh, look at you, you think you have a chance?" I don't know, something humiliating. You know, I don't want to deal because men we deal with rejection all the time. Rejection is. I know women don't deal with that because they get chased, right?
Yeah,
Men
they
have
do.
to do the chasing. Yeah, so not okay. Most women don't deal with rejection on a daily basis. Where men, we get rejected all the time. We get rejected all the time. So we have to deal with that, and it sucks. It's not cool. And so,
I get that. I can understand that.
yeah, because imagine the one time you got rejected, it probably felt like crap. You know,
I don't get rejected.
I know. Believe me, I know.
I only got my heart broken like 10 times, but I don't get rejected. That's funny.
But yeah, so on the street, unless it's overt, like she's standing in front of me, like right here, staring at me, then you know I'm just like, oh, you know. And then she says, I'll be like, oh, how you doing, man? Have a wonderful day. God bless you. You know, it has to be really overt that I'm not going to get rejected and that I'm not going to get turned down, that I'm not going to get embarrassed or humiliated, or you know, because most men would rather not deal with that. We're done with it. We don't want to, You know, when you're young and you're trying to figure things out, it's like you learn to cope with the rejection. But now that I'm older, man, bump that. I'm gonna deal with that. I'd rather just go home and watch a movie. You know, talk to my kids. You know.
Yeah, but online, I don't like online dating. I
Yeah,
don't like online dating.
It's.
And then you get, I mean, because right there online, you're painting the perfect picture of yourself.
Yeah.
You know, but the reality.
But you do that in person too. When you meet someone, I'm never gonna say, oh yeah, I lie sometimes, and yeah, I think dogs are tools. I don't think they're part of the family. I'm not gonna say that to people, you know. Yeah, because I know to my kids, our pet Sasha's a part of the family. To me, if my kids didn't love Sasha so much, the dog would be outside, you know, chained up somewhere. You know, I would have taught her to protect the yard, but because my kids love her, she's part of the family. She's inside. She gets better treatment than I do. You know, my kids come home and they're all loving to her, and I'm like looking like, oh man, talk to me like that.
I pay your rent.
Yeah, come on, man, I'm paying the bills. Come on, show some love to me. But yeah, if it wasn't for my kids, Sasha would be outside. But I'm not gonna tell a chick that because most chicks love pets. So knowing that, I'm not gonna say, yeah, dogs are tools. No, I'm gonna say, oh yeah, dogs are part of the family. They're so I don't know, whatever stupid word I come up with.
Even I don't know, like online dating, like even like Match.com or HowMany.com, those that you have to pay. I mean, there's still. I think I went on eHarmony, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think I paid. I think you get free. But even then, I even went on farmersonly.com. I'm going to give myself a cowboy.
One of my buddies, his dad was growing corn in the backyard. Mm-hmm. So my buddy took a picture in front of it and put it up on Farmers Only. and he lives like in Compton. You know, it's like
no, I think you have to put your address on there, right? You got to put where you're from, and then it gives you like a little pop-up. These city slickers just don't get it.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Guys do crazy stuff.
I'm like, okay, delete that profile. Farmers Only. I mean, all these apps. I don't know. It's hard.
Dude, there's a ton of apps. Man.
I can just imagine now how many.
Oh my god! And every day, have you tried? I don't know, fucking Redwood.
Even Facebook has a dating section.
Well, Instagram is just a big dating app. Because everyone DMs each other there and what's up? Most of the guy friends at work, that's how they meet their chicks, is they DM girls on Instagram. So to me, Instagram is just turned into a big dating app.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's like when chicks post themselves half naked and stuff. Because it's a big dating app.
You know, like where's the opening your present type of thing? You know.
Not anymore.
Opening your gift.
Not anymore, cuz. Not anymore. At least that's what I see. My experience is not that, because I'm still with that part of the generation. I'm still part of that generation.
Yeah.
But all my young friends, like the guys in their 20s and stuff, because I work with a bunch of dudes. I work with nothing but dudes. And so we talk and they tell me their experiences. I'm like, damn. You know, there's another guy he's very handsome too. And man, he says every day of the week he's going out with a different girl. And he's got his receipts because he's got his Ring camera. Because I called him on. I was like, you're a liar. Every day of the week, look. Like, damn.
See, but then he's never really going to find true love. It's like, I don't know, it's like you're going through a process of elimination, you know, trying to, okay, this is not working out. This one's not. But where is the real relationship, the real love? Where are you going to find that?
Well, I think that's why we have such high divorce rates. To me, I call it the in and out dilemma. The reason why In-N-Out is so successful, because they only have 3 choices, and it's basically the same choice. You either get a hamburger, cheeseburger, or double cheeseburger. That's it. They're your own choices. And a lot of...
Animal style.
Yeah. But it's very few choices. You animal. Edit. But when
I wasn't always Christian.
Thank God we're saved.
Thank God I'm married. I can bring the animal out. Thank God my door locks now. Okay, continue.
So all these universities have done these studies, they call them happiness studies. And whenever they give the students a ton of choices, like 31 flavors, and they go in there, it's free, pick your scoop of ice cream, they pick what they want, and they survey them when they leave. And when they survey, they ask them questions about their levels of happiness with what they just got. And what they notice is that when there's just, because they do it with 31 flavors, and they do it with just 3 flavors, chocolate, strawberry, vanilla. And what they found is that when you only have a few options, you feel happier because everyone knows what chocolate tastes like, everyone knows what strawberry tastes like, everyone knows what vanilla tastes like. So when they survey the people that come out of just choosing the 3, they have higher, happier levels, happiness levels than the ones who had the most choice. So I think that's the way life is. Online dating has given us the 31 flavors version. Now we have so many options, so many, especially women. Women have options galore. So if this guy says one stupid little thing like he said hi instead of hello, I want him to say hello. So X, because they have so many options, they're not willing to accept. Women, I have this notion that women look for reasons to get rid of guys. Instead of looking for reasons to stay with the guys, they look for reasons to get rid of guys because they have so many options. They have so many options, especially if you're attractive. You have so many options.
Online dating, after a while, you've gone through them all. And
That's why you change apps.
And you go through all those. And then you go through all those. And it's a cycle.
That's why God made 1,000 dating apps.
When do you find the real one? Like when is it, okay, when is it like, that's enough of this? When, because that's just, you're just going through a cycle. Okay, you keep Xing, but when do you finally say, okay, I don't know.
I would say, because I like I said, I know a couple of people that are married because
and they're happy.
Yeah, because of dating apps. Yeah. At least they say that they are. I don't live with them, so I don't know, but but they say that they are.
Facebook happiness.
Yeah,
everybody's
Instagram
happy on Facebook.
Yeah. But at least they've been married for 10 plus years and they have kids and they met on the dating app. So I would say it's have standards for yourself, like make sure that they're moral, make sure that they're have integrity, make sure that they're and like I tell my guy friends, and you're not gonna like this, but this is what I tell my guy friends: if a chick has more male friends than female friends, no.
But that's not always true because women sometimes, it sucks that we're like this, but we compete with each other.
Yeah, absolutely.
And hi, Sasha.
See, there's our killer dog.
We compete with each other. So I don't know, sometimes just having, especially when it's, for me, especially when it's a male friend, like I don't have to worry about trying to impress him. I could be honest. I know he's not going to go talk behind my back. I don't have to worry about, do I look good for him? Because I'm not trying to be with him. We're just genuinely friends, so it's different.
Yeah, I agree with you in that not every chick is like that, but we have to play the odds. Chances are that if a chick has more male friends than female friends, she's banging one of them.
Maybe.
So we have to play the odds. I tell guys, you have to play the numbers game. Whether we like it or not, we have to play the numbers game. Look for things that are going to give you high success rates. So if you're looking to settle down and have a family, but she has a doctorate, okay, what do we know? We know that chicks that have upper graduate degrees have 90% divorce rates. So I would probably not, even though she may be perfect, she may be the one, or she may be the one that's different from everybody else. But statistically speaking, when you do the math, that's a high divorce rate. 90% divorce rates are super high. So don't waste your time with that. If you want a relationship, if you want to mess around, do whatever you want.
See, at our age, we gotta be realistic.
Yes,
okay, we're not perfect, and we're gonna have faults. Yeah. We're not gonna have it all together. I mean, stop searching for that 10.
Well, yeah, I don't say look for the hot chick.
I mean, like how you were saying earlier. He didn't say hello right, so I'm gonna swipe left.
That's chicks. I don't think dudes do that. I know dudes don't do that because my guy friends that are on dating apps, I know they don't do that. They're
no.
Yeah, and that's another thing I tell my guy friends is like, girls do not like short guys. They do not like guys that are shorter than them. It's in their DNA. It's in their biology. Because when we were on the savannah, living in caves and in villages and stuff, the tall guy could see out there and say, "Oh, look, there's a fruit tree, there's the lion, there's prey." The short guy that can't see past the bush in front of him got eaten. So you had a low survivability rate with the short guys. So that's like it's in women's DNA now that they do not like guys that are shorter than them. They want guys that are taller than them, and the taller the better. So I tell guys, if you meet a girl and you're 5'5" and she's 5'9", you have a
girl
high,
wants to feel protected.
Yeah,
I don't want to feel like I can kick his ass and you can't. I got this, babe. Don't worry about it.
yeah. Girls don't like that.
I got you, honey. I got you.
Girls don't.
Yeah, they
and
don't.
As much as we try to deny it in our society right now, that women can do whatever a man can do, bullshit. It's your biology, and you're not going to get rid of thousands of years of evolution in 70
That's
years.
another thing. We have to know our place as women. Like for me, I was like when I was younger, I was like, oh, I could do anything a man could do. I could move this furniture. I could move this. I could do that. It came to a point where, I'm going to pop an ovary. Like God made men for a reason. Stop being so dumb. Like now I call like, babe, can you move this for me? Can you nah.
I stopped talking to a girl actually because she told me, I don't need a man. Do you think I need you in my life? I go, if you don't need me in your life, you still need men. Because men built the roads, men built the electrical grids, men built the cellular grids, men built the water lines, men built and maintain all this stuff so that you can have a comfortable life. So I said, bye. Because someone who's that ungrateful.
No, we have to know, like, as women, play the feminine role. A man doesn't want a woman that's masculine or more masculine than him.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if men today are becoming as feminine, that's gonna be hard.
That's the future. I'm kind of worried about our future.
Right?
Yeah, because we're already at below the birth rates and all that stuff. We're already below that. I don't know what's gonna happen. I really think that I'm concerned.
That's another thing. Like women, some women have to become more masculine because men aren't stepping up to the plate. Men aren't masculine, aren't taking care of the family, aren't doing things. So women have to step up and do it.
I agree. Yeah,
so that's why a lot of women have kind of adopted that role.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially we have kids, like we've had to.
So what do we do? How do we fix it? How would you? If I gave you here, you're the leader of the world. How would you fix it?
Well, I'm Christian, so bring back Christian values, man. Bring back, because the Bible tells us how we should be.
Yeah.
But so if men were to fall into that role as the leaders of the household, we had this conversation one time at a Korean barbecue. That time we went, remember?
Yeah.
If women, okay, like I've always taken care of the bills. I've taken care of. You give me a man that's gonna take care of everything for me, you best believe I'm gonna step back. Yeah. You get somebody that's gonna hold the reins. Take them, babe, because I'm tired of that. I'm done with that, Yeah. So if you teach men the Christian values again, like bring all that back, like the man is the leader, the man leads a home, and the woman not submits. That's another thing. When women say, the Bible says like women have to submit.
I think that's a bad word. Yeah.
No, it doesn't mean that you have to tell me what to do and I have to listen.
Yeah.
No, the woman is a partner, When they say to submit to his leadership, that she's going to let him lead the family. Not that I'm going to let you tell me what to do, because that's not what the Bible says.
Yeah, it's not a slave.
Yeah, it's not. So people misinterpret that word submit.
Yeah, they think
but
slave.
So if I'm going to let my husband be the leader of the household, I'm going to build him up. I'm going to encourage him. Look at, babe, step into your role, and I'm going to be with you, alongside of you, so that we can walk together in that role. Yeah. Then I think if they were to bring back those Christian values, I think back in the days, the whole country was Christian values. Mm-hmm. They taught that, and look at back in the 1900s. The Constitution was built on biblical
Christian values.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So if they were to bring all that back, because everybody's so anti-Christ right now, so anti-religion.
Does it have to be Christianity, or can it be other religions?
Well, it's not so much the being the Christianity; it's the morals that the Bible teaches. Mm-hmm. It's what the Bible teaches that because. Before Christ, it was just God, and so
they had multitude of gods.
That's a whole different story. Let's not even go there. Yeah. Let's stick to the Bible.
Okay.
But if we can bring back those values of how a man should be and how a woman should be, and I think men would step more into that masculine role and be the leaders of the house.
What about Muslim or Islam?
I don't know enough about the religion to comment.
Yeah, because they're hyper, like the man is the leader, the man is all that.
The little bit that I do know, I know they're radicals. Some of them.
Not all of them.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know enough.
Because I went into a mosque.
I don't know enough about their religion to comment. So
They're actually so beautiful, man. I went into a mosque one time.
Is that their church?
Yeah, that's their church. And like 3 different families invited me to dinner with them.
Oh, really?
Like, oh, you come and join us for dinner. I felt weird. I was like, are you going to kill me? Or what are you going to kidnap me? But no, later on I found out that, yeah, that's for new people. That's what someone has to step up and take you to dinner and stuff. I was like, wow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this is impressive.
And I'm not saying that there's not good Muslims. I'm sure there are.
Yeah.
You know, they're people just like us. You know, and just like there's bad Christians, there's bad Muslims. Just like there's good Christians, there's good Muslims. I don't know enough about their religion. I've never studied their religion to really comment. Okay. You know, and I don't really know any Muslim people.
No, I'm just saying, like, because I think any religion that has morality as its fundamental, like that would be good. Because I believe everyone should follow something. You know, that has morality and integrity as its fundamentals. Because
if you take out, okay, so the Bible is our guide. You know, you take out that guide, we're lost. Yeah. And right now we're lost. We don't know what way to turn. Yeah. You know, and some people are so confused. I mean, I just saw this TikTok video where this girl was calling into a talk show and talking about the stepdaughter and she was having an issue because the stepdaughter identifies as, I don't know, some animal. And then the lady's now my stepdaughter is having my daughter's coming over here and saying that she identifies as a giraffe. And that's actually a thing.
Yeah, furries, yeah.
That's really like, you know, I had never heard that.
Yeah,
and they're actually identifying as animals. And if you don't identify, if I don't call you giraffe, I would hate to be called pig. I don't like that one. I'm like, it's on.
You want to fight, huh? You want to fight? All right.
Call me wrestler.
Let's go. We finna fight. Yeah.
You know, like, so I don't know. That shocked me. I had never heard that. Yeah. That was, you know, but
I mean, crazy right
now. We're lost. We're lost.
Okay, so you would bring back religion.
Well, the Bible, the Bible, you know, bring back those morals, those traditional morals, you know, where.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever coming back.
I know. Everybody is so anti-Christ, so anti-Christian, anti-religion, anti-everything.
I think that's gone. It's going to just keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
And that's all in the Bible too, but that's a different story. That's a different podcast. But yeah.
Well, because I'm gonna end it here because we talked for like a couple hours before we actually started recording. So
I know. I think we were funnier on the pre.
Like I told you on camera. Me personally, I tend to.
We have to behave.
Yeah, I can't say the wrong things. Like off camera, we're saying all kinds of craziness. On camera,
and I think the off camera thing will probably get more views.
Oh, absolutely.
Controversial.
Yeah, because our takes are horrible. Not horrible, just different.
We had bad jokes.
Yeah.
We had bad jokes. Yeah. Inappropriate, maybe.
Yeah, it made them uncomfortable.
I always make them uncomfortable. I always make them uncomfortable. It's called hugging.
That's what you're calling it?
I call hugging.
Some people call it.
I hug my whole body, but.
I hug like this. This is how I show you I love you.
No, that's only when they tell me no.
Yeah. You're gonna follow the rules.
That's funny.
Well, I'll end it here.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Cuz, for coming. I just love being around you.
I have fun. I have fun when we hang out.
Yeah, like I told you, if I could garner the wisdom and maturity that you have, I would consider myself a very successful person.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Hasn't been easy getting to where I'm at.
Yeah, I know.
We were just talking about that in the car.
I was there. I saw it. I was like, oh my goodness. And every time I thought I couldn't say, oh my goodness anymore, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I've been through some stuff.
My cousin. Yeah. So thank you for being here. Thank you for opening up and sharing us. And for everyone out there, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments. And either I or my guests will try to do our best to answer them.
Yes.
Thank you so much. We love you all, and we'll see you on the next one.